what you guys are doing. So first again, thank you for coming. Just a couple of quick words of what we're doing, what we're about. We're about, you know, in a sense, in one sentence, we're about bringing Hong Kong back to Hong Kong. Okay? My dear wife, is a product of Hong Kong. Her parents came here with nothing. Okay? When there was nothing here. The spirit of Hong Kong is not taking no risk and working as an accountant. Okay? It's not being a speculator with other people's money. People took real risk and they created massive wealth, not only for themselves, okay, but for their city. So, you know, I don't know if you know, 220,000 financial sector jobs disappeared this year. 190,000 disappeared last year. My guess is 250,000 will disappear next year because people are starting to realize there's not so much value. And so the traditional new Hong Kong mommy track, you know, my son has to be A. Those jobs don't exist, and they'll continue to shrink. You know, what was a city of thriving entrepreneurs? The entire city was a city of entrepreneurs, right? All just became finance sector OPM guys and real estate guys. Okay, not that. Look, we've got plenty of real estate holdings. But the point is, we want to bring Hong Kong back to Hong Kong. And what does that mean? You have to have critical mass. Okay, you have to have an ecosystem. Okay, you have to kind of reinvent things that were lost over the past 20 years. Part of that is trying to get real estate out of the equation. Okay, I come from the States. We're Silicon Valley type guys. Space, okay, is usually not a big issue in terms of when you're starting to get your thing off the road. But when you have to go, when your choices are IFC or Regis or these ridiculous things where you have to fork out most of your money for things that are not productive, we think that's a shame. Okay, so you know, one of the great things and one of the reasons why we're excited to work with M Labs, you know, if you just do the math and you know where we are, we're in Sheungwan, we're in pretty much anywhere 15 minutes by walk or MTR to where the money is, right? Central Admiralty, right? You will be able to calculate quickly. There's no way we make money on the real estate. Okay, we are interested in the people. We're interested in critical mass. We're interested, okay, in velocity. We're interested in helping people accelerate, okay, their whatever risk-taking venture they've decided to take, okay? We celebrate smart people failing because smart people learn from their failures. That's totally okay. Steve Jobs, rest in peace. You know, you could look at his story. He's a serial failure, right? And that's never celebrated here in Asia, not Hong Kong. So, you know, that's all I wanted. So Hong Kong Commons is really making sure that we integrate. We're almost like a greenhouse, okay? We don't believe in the gladiator style, you know, survival of the fittest and the one guy who wins, okay, out of the 10,000 applicants, which is American style, gets $10 billion, okay? We are about finding the smartest, most entrepreneurial people here in Hong Kong, whether they're from Hong Kong or not, and working with them. We have our own portfolio companies inside Hong Kong Commons. We have our own investment professionals inside Hong Kong Commons. We have our own lawyers, our own investment bankers, our own finance people. Whatever the need is, whatever the fit is, we're happy to at least have a conversation. You don't have to invest. We don't have to invest in you, and you certainly don't have to invest in us. We don't manage other people's money. Okay. We just want, our goal is to make sure that this time next year, you know, Hong Kong Commons and our RGL, our family office, and folks like Chris and M Labs, we are part of a community of, you know, 500 to 600 entrepreneurs or 200 or 300 startups, which gives us all of a sudden a critical mass where people will come to us, right? We're on the map, okay? All those typical stories you hear about, you know, no Series A money, all this stuff. When there's that much startup activity here, people will come to us. And we would very much appreciate your support, your partnership, your friendship. Just one last thing, or two things. So if you guys are entrepreneurs or no entrepreneurs, and you know, we would be happy to meet with you, happy to talk to you. Come visit us in Sheungwan, come visit us here. And we would now just encourage all of you to embrace a classic, a very popular and very effective Korean tradition. Who's been to Korea? Good. Who knows what a booking club is? All the boys, right? Okay. In Korea, because us Asians can be shy sometimes, okay, these young people go to these places called booking clubs, and the bar and the wait staff, the bartenders or the people who serve, are paid to make introductions. Okay, they will literally grab a boy, take him to a girl, and say, Cynthia, BYKY. Okay? Now, we're, you know, a lot of us in our family office and our jail are pretty churchy people. Okay, so we totally believe, you know, the good Lord giveth, He taketh away. A secular way of saying that is you give and take, but you give first. So what I would ask of all of you guys who are here today is to pretend you're the booking club waitstaff guy. Okay, so please, all of you, do at least 2 introductions. It could be someone that you already know who's here, or it could be someone that you've met. Put some thought into it. Okay, come up with a reason why you're introducing 2 people. Okay, but do at least 2 introductions, and if there's 100 people here, there's going to be 200 new friendships because of the booking thing. Okay, so please enjoy the rest of your time. Drink, eat. You know, Koreans are like Jewish mothers. Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. One last thing. So we hope to do something interesting, something thoughtful, at least once a month. Okay. Next January, we will be hosting a senior storyboard artist from Pixar.
Wow.
Talking about the art of storytelling.
Oh.
Chinese American, went to high school in Hong Kong, worked for Lucas, then for Pixar. So he's been here, done that. Okay, and we wanted him to come and tell his story, talk about what storytelling is really, you know, what that really means, and how much value there is to do that one thing really well, and how hard it is, but why it's worth the effort. So please, if you haven't registered or haven't given us your contact information, we're going to be sending it's invitation only. Okay, just like this sort of was. So we're going to be sending invitations out. That's early January, and then we'll be telling people once a month, 30 days in advance, what's coming up for the rest of the year. All right, guys. So thanks again for coming.
Thank you.
And please enjoy. Oh, sorry. Apparently they put a video together. So if you guys want to look, you know, take a look at the video, that's great. But eat and drink.